So today we're going to make splatter painting, and this is one example. This one has 4 colors: red, blue, yellow, and green. It gets a little bit hectic looking. I'd stick to like 3 colors, not more than 3. This one's yellow, blue, and green. And here, what we're gonna need for today is cotton balls, food coloring. Now this is liquid food coloring, and it's cut about half of one of these into a bowl or container, and you mix that. And I started this earlier so it would not take so long, but you mix that with approximately 2 tablespoons of water. Now we're through with that. The other things we need are white cardstock and a spoon. And you want to check, before we get started, we're going to check and make sure that our color is thin enough to get nice splatters. You can see on this one, all these nice fine little spatters in here make it look nice. Pay attention to this red one. See the little spidery? That makes it a prettier picture than, say, this one, which was a little bit thicker. So the process is to take your piece of cotton and your dye and just put it in there and soak it up. You want to soak it all up so that they've got a nice wet splatter. It should not be dripping out, but it should be completely covered. Put that someplace on your paper, and then you just take and hit it, and you have your first splatter. And you can do this again. I start with the lighter colors and put the darker colors over. So we're going to do this again. Just soak up some more of that. Drop it over here, for instance, and splatter. You want to get a nice firm splatter, but what you don't want to do is beat it to death. If you do that, if you hit it more than one time, it tends to make a solid block. And I'm showing you that now. See, that was a little hard. This is better. See the difference in the way it comes out? Okay, so use a clean, fresh cotton ball for each color. I think I'll do the green next. Just soak that up there, nice. That looks kind of like a sunburst. And we'll do one more. Let's put a green one over here. Ah, that was a good one. And our final color is blue. That's a little drippy, so let it drip a few minutes, get some of that out. You don't want it to puddle up and run. And maybe one more. Squeeze that just a little bit and get some of the splatter out. Maybe right there. And there you have it. There's our paint. Now, you're going to want to keep this flat while it dries. If you let it roll up, you'll get these little blobs. Either that or the color will run together and make like little riverlets. So we want to see how that puddles right there. So we want to lay our spoon. You might want to just kind of wipe it off and lay our spoon like right in here maybe. And then where you've got this big puddle here, you can just take a clean cotton ball and dab it just a little bit. Not enough to spread it out, but enough to just pick up a little bit of the puddle. And you're going to want to use a different cotton ball for each color. For obvious reasons, you don't want to run the colors together. Now, because the colors kind of overlap one another, we wind up with a blue, a green, and a yellow. If we had used a red in here with the yellow and the blue, we would wind up with maybe a little purple and maybe a little green. So even though you don't use more than three colors in your liquid, you can wind up with a variety of colors by planning a little bit ahead of what you want to do. So that's splatter painting. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you and happy painting.